On Washington Boulevard sits a distinguished home with high ceilings and a deep porch. This is the home where Jean Ann Waterstradt grew up. Today she recalls how her father helped shape her life during her childhood years.
One of my earliest memories after we moved from Plain City into Ogden is sitting on his lap in a rocker with this big book in front of us, and he read very dramatically. And he made big sweeping gestures as he read to illustrate the emotions or the events of the story. I've never forgotten that.
Her love of the English language was galvanized by her father's influence.
I love the language. It's a remarkably rich, fascinating language, and an exasperating language, I think, for somebody trying to learn it, say, as an immigrant. I think I know where that came from. I had a father who was fascinated with language. As I grew familiar with dictionaries, I used to read dictionaries for fun. Not completely through, of course, but just page after page, just examining them.
A critical time in Jean Ann's life came when she enrolled at Weber College, just before World War II, when most of the country still felt the impact of the Depression.
I think those facts brought that student body together in a fashion that no other student body had experienced. We felt very fortunate to be able to go to school. It was not an easy time. Say the money was short for almost everybody. We had little scholarships that helped us through. I'm very proud of our generation.
Jean Ann's proficiency and ease with words did not go unnoticed or unrecognized. Her efforts afforded her an unusual opportunity.
For me, the total joy in my sophomore year being appointed the editor of the Signpost. I was the first woman to hold that position. I was given the key to the Signpost staff room, which was on the upper floor of the Munch building. It was a long room, almost vacant, windows down to the floor. We had a table or two and some odd chairs and a typewriter or two. But that was the key to the kingdom for me.
After graduation from Weber College, Jean Ann transferred to Brigham Young University to complete her bachelor's degree. Upon graduation, she joined the BYU English faculty in 1945 and has devoted her entire career to sharing her passion for the language. She was a demanding but caring instructor, but her insistence on quality endeared her to the brightest and most capable students. A close friend has described Jean Ann as a schoolmarm in the grand old tradition, a description which Jean Ann doesn't immediately disavow. But what does that description mean to her?
I think caring about the children, the students, and caring deeply about the subject and conveying the subject intelligently and warmly to the students, making sure they understand and love it. Insofar as a teacher can do that, you never know what influence you have or don't have.
Since returning to live in her family's Ogden home, Jean Ann has focused generous attention upon Weber State University, especially the Stewart Library. In 1993, she established a collection of literature and criticism in the library in memory of her parents, William and Amanda Waterstradt. She has been a loyal supporter of the university and has given of her resources in ways which are consistent with her lifelong love for words, language, and books.
The library is the heart of any university. You do not have a college, you don't have a university if you don't have a library. That's where it starts. I support Weber in this way. It's a way of acknowledging my debt to my parents and my love for my parents. It's a way of acknowledging the start that Weber gave me. I love Weber more than any other school I ever attended.